We are working today on a sheet of Strathmore cold press paper. Just that I had laying around. I have a couple of sheets of it left, so I kind of want to use it up. And we're going to be working with these stamps today that I made, that I cut out using my knife in doing some Linocut. So let's roll out some ink. I've got some, actually paint, not ink. I'm using the Liquitex Basics Ivory Black. I'm just going to roll this out. And this is just a fun way to start a painting and to make marks. Let's see, which way do I want it to go? I'm going to go this way, I think. I usually go the other way, but let's do it this way. So this is just a fun way to make marks. You can make your own unique stamps that are unique to you. And it's a fun way to add your own spin on something. So this is actually one stamp. I cut it, I made it like this, and then I decided to cut it up because I didn't like, I thought it was easier to use. Oh no, easier to use just as a single stamp than it was, or two little stamps. Because then we can kind of play with how we're going to put these down. I kind of want it to be a little lighter. And then I want to do just like maybe a little over printing here to kind of make them a little bit more, so they're kind of coming in and out. So we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to come in with our watercolor. Okay, we're working in our Paul Rubens set today, and I'm going to come in with a little bit of this turquoise color. I haven't worked on this paper in so long, so I'm kind of being a little timid here. A little timid. Let's bring in a bit more of that color through here. I might give it a little spritz. Kind of let it do its thing. This paper is so textured, it's crazy. It's very bumpy. I'm going to come in with my knife a little bit and add some shapes through here. I'm going to be very gentle so you don't carve into your paper. I think I want another color through there. I'm going to cheat a little bit. This set doesn't have any Payne's Gray in it, so we're just going to add some from a different set. See how we can make those blend together. Make a really cool wash. I want to go up all the way to the top there. And you know what? I might add in another color that's not in that set. I want a bit of the sanguine color coming through here, I think will be really nice. Okay, so I want to add in a bit of our crayon resist through here. Not a lot. Ooh, it's really thick on that paper. Y'all, this paper is super thick. And I think I'm going to come in with a little bit of the umber color. And this is from Schmincke, not from the Paul Rubens set. I've grown very fond of these colors, so bear with me. Really trying to keep these a lot more simple. I really like what's going on up there. How wonderful is that? That's really cool. Let's add a little bit more of that umber. Like, it's almost acting as a resist through here, like with these lines. So what if we just sort of added some on there? I toyed around with the idea of whether I should make the stamps over the watercolor or the watercolor over the stamps. And I think watercolor over stamps works best for me, because I think if we put the watercolor down, we're not going to have the white space to almost guide us as far as what we are going to do there. And this paper is different. I'm not going to lie. It's a little strange. Okay. Okay, I put some that sanguine color, and I just want to add with the stamp some marks right through here. Do I want to bring it? I think I want it a little bit over here. Yeah, I think that works. It's kind of just white through there. I don't know if I like that. Okay, we'll put a little bit more. I like that. I think that's coming along very nicely. Okay. Okay, I think we need a little bit more of that sanguine color through here. It dried a lot lighter than I thought it would. So you always have to make sure your watercolors are going to dry about 30% lighter. I tend to go a little lighter, and then, because I know I can always go back and add color. It's really impossible to take color away once you put it down in watercolor. So yeah, just something to think about. I think what I want to do next is add in, I have these Lyra Aquacolors. There were some questions in the comments about the Caran d'Ache and what they were, wax crayons. So this is another wax crayon set that I have called the Lyras. These are Aquacolors. They are water soluble. They work in the same way as the Caran d'Aches. They maybe don't have as much pigment, but they're still really pigmented. This set is $24 and it's about $25. So it's a lot less expensive than the Lyras, or the, I'm sorry, Caran d'Ache. So might be something to consider if you are looking to add to your stash, but don't want to spend $50 on crayons, which I can totally understand. Because I don't have a full set of Caran d'Ache because I have these, so. So I'm just going to add this like sky blue color. I kind of like how it's just sort of picking up those bumps in the paper. This paper is really textured. I know I said that like 5 times. My bad. And then I'm just going to add some marks through here. Really like these marks that we made through here. I think those are really cool. Okay. So I want to add a black line just through here, because that felt like it was just sort of sitting there, not doing anything. I might want to continue it like through there and maybe through there. Okay. So then I'm going to take this Lyra. This is a ochre burnt sienna color, and I'm just going to scribble it on here. This is the same thing that we've done before as far as making a resist. I just want some marks. I'm gonna actually, let's make this a little longer through here. Okay. I got my stylus here. Oh God, we're really crooked. Sorry about that. It was a little crooked. So I'm gonna make some marks like we normally do. Marks going this way, I think. The thing about the Lyras is that they're not as soft as the other pastels I've used before. So you can make pretty thin, wispy lines. Almost too thin. But you can also make, so I'm going to bring a line through here. kind of grooving on these horizontal lines, and I'm not sure you can even see that right now. Oh, you can see it kind of. But my thinking is, why stop at these vertical lines? We can make lines that go across the page too, and kind of bring some texture in that way, and some movement through the piece. And then I want to add in, if we make little short stubby lines, you can see we get some, they're much more, because they're firmer, the crayons, the lines you get can be very stark, which is nice. So it really adds a new dimension to the line making, I think. And I don't know that I tried the Lyras with the deli paper before, but I kind of like them through there. And I want to put some, I really like making lines. I don't know why. It's very soothing. Okay. I don't want too many through there. Maybe just a few through here. And you could really use any color. I mean, if you wanted to come back in with a different color, you could do that too. But I like the texture we got going on up here. Let's look at it with the matte, because I think this one's done. I really wanted to keep it simple today. I'm really trying to bring my work down with the watercolor and make it more about layers of marks. So, yeah, I think this one's done. Let's look at it with the matte. So this paper is a little bit bigger than my cutout for my matte. So this is what it looks like without the matte. If I were going to frame this with the matte, I would probably go about there, because that, it cuts off a little bit of the sides, but I think the most important part is right through here. Let's see. I really like the big brush in the sky. I think that sanguine color you put through there is really nice. And I like the lines that went through that I carved back into the paint with my knife. They're real subtle, but I think they add just a little bit of fun through there. And they kind of almost mimic what the line down here. I like the texture of the blue Lyra. I think that's good. Love the stamps. The thing that I like most about the stamps, doing them first, is that it helps me preserve a little bit more white space. And it feels like the light is coming through it. I think if I put it over the watercolor, you would get less of that. But it looks pretty, I mean, it kind of looks like it's over it, even though it's under it. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. I love the stamp for some little bits of texture. And of course, I love my lines. I really like this black line coming through here and the lines coming through here. I like this idea of exploring subtle line in the work and keeping the watercolor more simple. But I like these bold elements as well. I think it's a nice contrast between push and pull, hard and soft. I like the contrast between the blue and the orange. So there's a lot of dynamic things going on here in this piece, and I think it turned out really well. I like the resist too. I think that's kind of fun. Although the resist you can see on this one, because of the thickness of that paper and the roughness of the paper, it's not as crisp as it normally is, but it's kind of neat how it does that. Okay. Overall, very happy with this one. Don't forget to like this post. Click over here to see the last video in case you missed it. And I'll be back this week with another video. Until then, thanks so much. Have a good day. Bye.